One of the most frequently asked questions is, what was the hardest thing for me to get used to when I entered the convent? And it wasn't what I expected. I thought that it would be really hard to get used to getting up at 6 a.m. every morning, spending 3 hours a day in chapel, praying, and all sorts of other things that were related to community life. But for me, the number one hardest thing to get used to was living with other people. I'm an extremely independent person. I lived by myself for almost 20 years. I'm Gen X, latchkey child. I'm used to being on my own and taking care of things myself. So there were some things that took a lot of getting used to. Like when I first came into community, it was weird for me when sisters would say, "Oh, where are you going? How long are you going to be gone? When are you going to be back?" And I thought that was really nosy and invasive. And one of them said, "No, it's because we actually care about you. And if you don't come back, we want to know where you were going, or if it takes too long for you to get back." So that was really interesting. It never occurred to me to ask anybody else that, or that anybody would ask me that. And when I travel, I have to leave the information of where I'm going and let them know that I'm okay when I get there. That was really strange to me. It was really alien. And it's really nice to have people that actually care about you. Another thing was, people would say, "Oh, you had a doctor appointment? Well, one of the sisters could have gone with you." The idea of having somebody go to doctor appointments with me was extremely weird. I still don't do that. Like occasionally, if it's a big doctor appointment, I'll have one sister go with me. This is like once every 5 years. But just the togetherness aspect, having people in the house all the time. I'm used to, I was living by myself for so many years. I was used to having complete control over my home environment. And whenever I came home from work every day, my house was exactly as I had left it, except for what the cats had destroyed, of course. But other than the cats, my home was very peaceful and calm, and it was decorated exactly like I liked it. And I've had to learn how to live with other people's taste in interior decorating. I've had to learn to live with people's different levels of what they consider cleanliness and neatness and organization. I'm a minimalist, so the clutter of the convent drives me nuts. But I thought, okay, this is a lesson to me in learning to let go of all that control that I had and to live among other people's experiences and to honor their experience and to set boundaries so that they will honor my experience. So it's a real spiritual lesson because God doesn't call us to live by ourselves and have complete control. God calls us to love one another and learn how to live together in spite of our differences.